So I got my corned beef, taking it out of the package, and I'm going to be rinsing it. This is part 2 of the corned beef prep. I'm going to rinse it thoroughly. Do this a couple of times. Here's the seasoning packet, so I need to just rinse that off. That off and set aside. Okay, I've rinsed it off about 3 times. Now I'm covering it with water and I'm going to put it on the stove, bring it to a boil, pour that water off, fill the pot again, bring it to a boil again, and then pour that water off. Then place it in the pan, cover with foil on 350, well, after adding the seasoning packet. Then I will go ahead and cover with foil and then bake for 2 hours on 350 degrees. At that point, once it is about, I'd say, 30-40 minutes prior to being done, I will put in my cabbage and onions and all of that sort. And I will more than likely, well, I've shown you cabbage before, so what I'll do is I will show you this process up to putting it in the oven, and then once I have the finished product of the sauteed cabbage with the onions and garlic and seasonings, then I will show you the finished product, and that will be in just a short video. So this will be the longest part of the process, bringing this to a boil twice. Just to show you the progress here, you can see it's forming all those bubbles. It's foaming up on the inside there. It's getting ready to start boiling. Once it does that, you pour the water off, put more water in, repeat that process. Then after the second time, you place it in the oven. You place it in the pan, put the seasoning packet on, wrap it in foil, then place it in the oven. You see my oven is already preheated to 350 degrees, as I stated earlier. This is the process that I am using. Use whatever process you like, whatever seasonings you like. Season your cabbage how you like. I'm just sharing what I am doing. And we have boiling. All right, so what I'm going to do now is remove the lid. And I'm going to pour the water off. Alright, so you see I poured that water off. I'm going to add more water. And then boil it again. Filling the pot up again. Then back to the eye for more boiling. I'm going to go ahead and start prepping my cabbage. I'm not going to cook it now, but I'm going to start getting it all cleaned and cut up. Cut up the onions, dice the ginger and the garlic. Have all my stuff prepped and ready to go, so when I am ready to do that, I will be able to just, throw it in the pan and go. A little extra virgin olive oil, put the garlic and ginger in, saute that around, add my cabbage and my onions, and saute that, add my seasonings, and then just let that stew down till it's just nice and cooked. You don't want it limp, but we like ours with a little tiny bite to it, a little color to it. I'm going to leave mine primarily green today, not too much color on it, in honor of St. Patrick's Day. And yes, I'm wearing a green shirt, so I will not get pinched today. My family members, we know that our family name is Irish. However, my family does not descend from Ireland. That is on my dad's side. Just the name itself. Okay, that's just about covered. I will put that back on the eye. Just a sec. All right, back on the eye for boiling round 2. And what I was saying earlier is on my dad's side, we're actually Native American and Mexican. And then on my mother's side, it's African. I don't know from what part of Africa as of yet. I won't know that until I do my mitochondrial ancestry DNA. which I will be doing soon. And there's possibly some more Native American on my mom's side as well. But I know that our family last name is Irish. Shout out to all my Canadian family, all my American family that's here in the U.S. in various parts. Happy St. Patrick's Day to all of my viewers, supporters, all of my family. Please drink responsibly. Please pay attention when you're driving out there. There will be a lot of people out there that will not be responsible. Be safe. Be responsible. Think before you act. And eat and enjoy the festivities of today. If you have to work, make the best out of your work until you get home. Again, just be responsible and be safe. I'm going to continue this process, showing you this process. Once it comes to a boil again, I pour it off, then I'll be putting it in the pan, seasoning it, covering it with foil, and then putting it in the oven. And that part is what will end this part of the video. Then I will do a short video, as I stated earlier, to show the finished product of the cabbage and the corned beef. Please stay tuned. All right, so what I'm doing here is I like to cut my cabbage first and then put it in the water. That way I'll put it in this little strainer, and that way it actually gets through all the layers. Again, this is how I do my stuff. Sometimes I shred it. Today I'm cutting it in like little bite-sized pieces, making sure to cut the core out. I was just looking out my window really quick. So yeah, make sure you cut out that bitter white core. I did pick it up, didn't I? I thought I did. Okay, so this is about half of the cabbage here. I'm just going to separate it a little bit before I actually put it into the sink to actually rinse it off. And then I'll be back after I do that. I'll probably just put it in a Ziploc bag. That seasoning packet looks pretty good. Looks like it has some coriander seeds in there. Okay, that piece is pretty thick there. I won't use that. This is just my way of picking through the slices before I wash them. Discard the ones I don't want before I go through the whole business of rinsing it. Again, this is just how I do it. So I'll be back after I get this all washed. Alright, so I've poured the water off for the second time, putting it in my pan. Okay, so you can see the corned beef here in the pan. This is the seasoning packet. All those goodies there. Get this cut open. Putting the seasoning all around. Rubbing that in. Oh, this is going to be so good. I cannot wait. And for those of you that don't know, from my understanding, corned beef is a brisket that has been corned. And the process of corning literally means like curing in salt. That is why you have to actually rinse it several times and then rinse it several times and then boil it to get a lot of that salt curing off of there. But that is basically it. I'll show you my cabbage. This is half of the cabbage, the first half that I've washed. And again, I will not cut, as I started to say. I have already cut the second half, and I will get this all rinsed off. And then I will put it in a Ziploc bag. I will cut up some garlic, onions, and some ginger. And that is what I will saute this with my seasonings. Use your seasonings of your choice. I use different seasonings different times. So today I'll just be matching pretty much the seasonings with the corned beef. Just to keep an even flavor palette throughout the meal. Making some white rice. You guys know how to do that. And again, I will show you the finished product in a short video. Happy St. Patrick's Day. We got corned beef and cabbage. This is my prep video. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Drop a 4-leaf clover or Happy St. Patrick's Day in the comments. Have a blessed day.